Okay. Let's get started. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Frick Frack to Six Pack, and I can finally say it without laughing as much. But regardless, I wanted to give another update as to where I'm at in my recovery process for my broken hand and everything. So with that said, I'm happy to say that I did end up finally getting another new cast about a week and a half ago. And so this one allows me to be a lot more mobile. It gives me a lot more ability to kind of do more things with more ease. And so one of those things is actually being able to shower without a cast. And so now I don't have to use this huge bulky shower sleeve to shower anymore. I can just put a plastic bag over my hand without the cast on, and it gives me a lot more ability to shower with a lot more ease. And so that's been a big plus in the past week or so, and so there's that. Along with being able to get a new cast and everything, I've also been given a couple of hand exercises to do for my broken hand, just to get a little bit of mobility kind of engaged in my fingers and whatnot. And so just doing simple things like that has also been something that I've been implementing in the past week. But to the big announcement of today's episode, I want to talk about how I actually went back to the gym. And so this past week I was able to go back to the gym and do a little bit of light exercise for the first time in a while, in the sense of doing real weightlifting exercises and whatnot. And so I want to give a little bit of a breakdown as to what I did in the past week and a half, for what type of exercises I did, and also just kind of give a sense of how I've been feeling, how the exercises have been feeling, and how I can kind of restructure them for the next couple weeks or months going forward, up until I can start to get a little bit more mobility in my hand and actually be able to close my fist. Because right now I still can't flex my hand fully or close my fist at all. It's just stuck in this position, basically. I can't really do anything else other than that. And so that's where the hand therapy exercises are coming into, slowly being able to do this with my right hand and everything. But everything is a process. And so let's just go over what I did in the gym. After warming up and getting my legs stretched out and everything, the first thing that I went ahead and did at the gym was front squats. And so normally for me, I never do or did front squats in the past. I would mainly just go ahead and do back squats like everyone usually really does. But because I can't grip the bar with both hands securely, I thought that resting the bar on my shoulders would be a really great alternative to doing squats. And so I would just rest the bar like this on my shoulders and just rep it out. And so because it was my first time back in a while doing any type of heavy lifting, I went kind of heavy-ish. I just did a 4x6 on the front squats with just 135, just to see how that felt, and it actually felt really good. And so I realized that my strength isn't completely gone, even though I haven't really lifted heavy at all in about a month and a half. And so that was a good sign for me. You can see here that I'm trying to just really keep the bar really even and level on my shoulders. I'm trying not to wobble too much, and I'm just trying to look straight ahead at the mirror to make sure that I'm even on both sides. I'm not lifting more on one side than the other. The most important thing for me was to make sure that the bar is set evenly and the weight is distributed evenly on my shoulders, so that I don't feel like I'm doing this on one side or the other side. So that was it for the front squats. The next thing I did after that was doing light leg press with the leg press machine. And so when I went over there, everyone knows how to do leg press, I hope, except for those disastrous videos where people get demolished and their legs turn inverted, and that's freaking disgusting. Let's stop talking about it. But I just went ahead and did 2 plates on the leg press, just for 3 sets of 12, just to get a little bit of hypertrophy into my legs, to get that pump. And so there's that. Not really much else to talk about it. 2 plates is actually really easy for me. When I usually go pretty heavy, I'll probably start at 4 plates. Not to brag or anything, but no, just kidding. That's nothing. Like I said, my squats are straight up trash. And so anyone that's got tips besides just working them more, no, I don't want to work them more. But after I was done with the leg press, I went over to the leg extension machine and just did a couple of sets of those. I think it was about a 4x10. And so just doing that to make sure I'm keeping my quads engaged throughout the workout and everything. And I don't know. I feel like leg extensions are pretty underrated, even though it's just this with your legs. The burn builds up pretty quickly, at least for me, and so I could definitely feel my quads being severely activated throughout the entire workout of my leg extensions, and so I get pretty pooped from those, which I think for me is a good sign. And so I guess that's a little bit of a learning curve for me that I had to learn, is that even though there's all these different types of workouts and variations that a lot of other people do, really I realized that I need to just figure out what really works best for me, whether it's dumbbell movements or barbell movements, but outside of the three main lifts, the bench, the squat, and the deadlift, everybody's body is going to react differently to isolation movements, to accessory movements, because of how maybe their muscle insertions are placed, or just how their body is built in terms of their ratio of their lower body to their upper body, or just how strong naturally one part of their body might be to another. And so that's something that I had to learn just along the way, and I'm still learning, obviously, because I'm not a certified trainer, I'm not a fitness guru like I said in the beginning of this. And so yeah, and so the last thing that I did for my legs was just doing simple calf raises, just doing a 4x12 just to get a little bit of hypertrophy and a pump into my calves, mainly because I can't really play basketball at all right now besides just playing on my own, which for me, even though it's still fun, it's definitely doesn't compare to playing even one-on-one, let alone 5-on-5, right? And so because I'm not really jumping in an athletic manner, I want to do a little bit of that with the calf raises. And so that was just an alternative that I did to finish it off. Towards the very end of my workout, I decided to do a little bit of core work, and so here you can see me just doing simple side to side things for the oblong abs, the obliques, and then supersetting that with the angled crunch along for your middle quist abdominalis. And then the last ab workout I did was just simple leg raises with the pull up thing. I don't know what any of these things are called, but I just did leg raises where you hang yourself by your elbows. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, that was really it for my abs. Even when I wasn't going to the gym, I did a basic core workouts, whether it's just crunches, sit-ups, side to sides, or leg raises on the floor at home, just to keep my core activated, whether I was being super active or not. And so today, being back at the gym, being able to have a little bit of more accessibility to do various types of abdominal workouts was really refreshing. And so that was about it for my workout. I finished off with just doing a little bit of Stairmasters because right now, because I can't do so much lifting in terms of getting other parts of my body activated besides my legs, I thought I would substitute that or supplement that right now for the next couple weeks or months with just a little bit of extra cardio, and that doesn't hurt me at all because it'll help me be more in a calorie deficit as I'm trying to eat clean, which has been a big problem. But I did about 30 minutes of Stairmasters, and I would show you the footage of me doing Stairmasters, but it's really gross, so I won't show you. But that was it for my workout. Thought I would give another update. I've been having actually a lot more fun with making these episodes of this new video series, just because I finally gave myself a reason to kind of create content again with whatever it was. It's helped kind of, I guess, spark that creative mind for me once again. And so I guess I pat myself on the back for kind of making the idea, but just kind of staying motivated to keep myself accountable with two different things, with two different goals of making content and also with this fitness goal. It's been a lot more fun than I actually really anticipated. And so stay tuned for the journey for the next year or remaining of the year. I think that whether I attain my goal or not of getting that 6-pack or 2-pack, 4-pack, I'm kind of there some days. But I feel like it'll be fun regardless. And so like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also follow me on Instagram for any other updates, or if you just like seeing other types of content on social media. That's about it for me. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.